Hiya, good afternoon. Wanted to come on. Everything's shaking. Probably because I'm shaking. Hello, welcome back. How are you? I thought I would come on rather than just go straight into another scratching video. I don't know how many of you caught yesterday's, no, not yesterday's, yesterday was Monday. I don't know how many of you caught Sunday's live on Aussie Scratching. It was hilarious. But at the end of the day, we did okay. Got my winnings. Can't wait to do it again. Can't wait. So I had Jace scratching on behalf of me, which was brilliant. He did really, really well because they had the mini competition between the two of them as well. So even though I'm Team Courtney, I think Jace was obviously Team Nikki. Well, that didn't go down well when he knew I would Team Courtney. Hilarious. Sorry, Jace, if you actually catch this, I don't think you watch my videos, so I'm safe. Had a meeting. Well, no, I went to bed Sunday night. I slept finally. Slept majority of yesterday, and then I slept all last night. Woke up this morning, I thought I could have another day sleeping at this rate. But I've made myself get up and I've made myself do things. So this morning, casserole went in the slow cooker. So that's been, I can smell it now. It's not far off ready. Although I've got no jacket potatoes to go with it. I've hit the gin early because it's a miserable day out there. We've had to put the heating on because it is that miserable and cold. I think the weather's just bypassed autumn and gone straight for winter. Although it's not that cold, I suppose. Let's go up there. Oh, sorry for having you get too close. So yeah, so what have you all been up to? Did you enjoy the planes video? Because it seems to have done quite well for views. I was quite pleased with it. So yeah, I was pleased with that. So I'll have a look at something else I can go and spot. If you've got any ideas, let me know if you know something's coming up. Because I was trying to think if there were any harbours or, you know, some big ships or anything coming around here. There's only Liverpool, really. I don't think they get half the traffic they used to. When I was growing up, we were close to Fleetwood, and we used to see the Pandoro ships come in. So there was the Bison. Oh my gosh, I'm testing my brain now. The Bison. Oh, I can't remember. I even did 6 weeks, I think it was, temping at Pandoro, doing all the stock for the ships. So every time they came into dock, they'd have to give me all their figures, things like cigarettes, alcohol, were the main ones really, and any other stock that they had. Tipperary was another ship. Yeah, and then I used to have to order all their stock for them to go back on. So, yeah, and then we got invited, kind of arranged an invite for all the female staff with one of the captains. He took us around his ship, so there we all were. So the tide was out when we first went on, so the gangplank was okay to get up. So there we all are, because we wore suits. It was back in the 80s, probably, thereabouts, back in the 80s. And we went up the gangplank fine. The tide obviously came in when we were due to get off, and there's about 3 of us. We're in high heels, skirts and jackets, suits. And so the gangplank that went from there suddenly went to like that, and it was like, oh my gosh, if you'd seen us trying to get down this gangplank, I mean, I must have been about 20 something, early 20s maybe. Yeah, that was hilarious. But saying that company aside, I have found that I was just thinking before when I was stirring the casserole. I started working when I was about 13, 14, so I did a paper round on a weekend. Then I had Saturday jobs and Saturday, Sunday jobs, all the way through school, all the way through college. Unfortunately, even though I lived in a big holiday town, Blackpool, could not get a job in a hotel, which is what I was trained as. So the nearest place I could go was the south side of Heathrow Airport. So I worked in a hotel down there for 12 months. And eventually I left and said I'd never work in another hotel, and haven't done. Well, yes, I have, but that was working behind a bar. But no, I've found that I've worked all my adult life. And at one stage, I had 2 full-time jobs and 2 part-time jobs because I could. And I think I've probably got to the stage now at my age where I actually don't want to work anymore. I like what I'm doing, which is my returns, selling my returns, designing journals and things to go on Amazon and YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, I would love my audience to be a lot bigger on YouTube, but if it's not happened after 3.5, well, no, it's nearly 4 years now. If it's not happened after 4 years, I don't think it's going to happen now. But I'll carry on because it's what I enjoy doing. I like talking to you. I like doing daft things. Oh, just to let you know, I've been and cashed in my last lot of scratch cards, and I've just been and bought another batch with my winnings. So, yeah, I will do those in another video later. Yeah, so I've parcelled up something for one of my returns and just posted that just now. Somebody was supposed to be coming to collect one thing tonight, but then I've not heard anything back from them yesterday. Haven't given them my address yet. So that was for an Instax Series 11, like what we would class as a Polaroid camera, but it's a Fujifilm. But I keep looking at all the other stocks and thinking, if I made a bit more money, I could invest into the next batch. But not there yet, nowhere near. So, and I said my deal with myself was, until I've made my money back of what I'd spent, then I'm not investing anymore. So at the moment I've only made 120. So nowhere near. So I like a lot of ice, imagine. Oh. So yeah, I'm going to do another video probably tomorrow for the scratching, and then just take it from there. I do want to go up to Scotland before I go back to work, because this is going to be my only chance to try and go and visit my son whilst I'm off. Because when I go back to work, I won't be going back on nights for a while, because I still can't walk properly. So I'm going on to the checkouts. Or I'll win the lottery, and then in which case it doesn't matter. But I won't go in the lottery. It's a bit like getting more subscribers on YouTube. Don't know which is harder. So yeah. I forgot to remind myself to tell you that I've ordered a copy, an author's set of all my journals. So I'm going to do a video on those when they arrive, but they're not going to arrive till probably the end of next week because they've got to all get printed off. So it'd be nice to show you them in the flesh and see what you think, get your feedback, and if you can suggest any other types of journals that to create, go ahead. I would love to hear them. All right. Me again. Just watching yesterday's video back. Just thought I'd see where I was up to with it. And do you know, I didn't live in Blackpool, but Blackpool is the main town that people know. So we lived just down the road, in between Blackpool and Fleetwood. So we lived in Thornton Cleefleys, which is a bit like Retirement City. Wasn't very many kids. Well, there was, but it was more your bungalow town kind of thing. Lots of them for the elderly. So there was no stairs. So well, we didn't have a bungalow, but you get the idea. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up here. And I'll tell you what, you know, I was talking about the plane video. Are you a bit close? Let's just move you out there a bit. There we go. Talking about the plane video yesterday. So last night, I'm going to completely contradict myself now. So last night I was looking at my analytics, and when I looked at the one for the planes, my viewers are only hanging around for about 30 seconds of it. So it's not as popular. It's had quite a lot of clicks on because they register the watching after 15 seconds of somebody being in there before they click off. So that's why it looks like I've had a lot of views, but I haven't, because they jump ship, because it must be really boring watching other people watching planes. So don't worry, I won't do that again. So until my next video, take care. I'll see you in the next one.